bere kugutwara obulgereria borobia nabo igo kwegokeria emirobelio a imegetaseni kia Ndizi TV na biro bindende ngo kwaligania asemesa ya mangana maya elinde ngomanye na ya bere kagokolekana korwa chingongo chonsi inyechense astinse mochi mitandao asensemo ya Facebook nabo kwenda gutubwatia gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital nabega sensemeria YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News asensemo ya website nabo gotonya gwetera www.ndizitv.net chinga kitoroche abwatani korwa sechi kampuni cha bantonyene nigo babere bagweso kyabene nabo igokurira ukikobwaterana ne serikali enene asinene asokwene kya ngolinda bale obwoncherera kwelire nabo igoli tukolya lero elitukolyo moelio asege ikaro kya babwatani korwa sorgongo rwa Africa abo babere bakumirana asensemo ya Kisii mu Nairobi kubwatikana no gukwanera chinjira cyo kurenda igoro yo goncherera kwelire nabo igo mugabana be county ya Narok Patrick Olentutu nigarulege kulege tindi go chia semura ibekya magia ODM Raila Odinga samuganire gotigana na siasa chi county yo manchu muligelia ayonga tiali nkwaliganetia sebire biga kulende toskato nyegera kwirana ndasege keke Kerubo elinde ngomanye amangi Retariane Fridah Kerubo ngo kwaligani bene linto sanga sobwamo go chakabona iga goika omoelio Amayia yebire bigani yongo ya chakakorwa ase orogongo rwa Gusii asingo kumanyuna kubwatikana nomoro bile yogende tokolekana igoro yogoncheria kwelire nigo abwatani ababere bagweso kya kurasa orogongo rwa Gusii nabo igo kwene kebuna ngoliye bale chinchira cyo kulinda ogoncheria kwelire korwa ase orogongo rwa Gusii nigo murayibwa basaikorwa se kyama gya yodie Darius Mosoti abagakora umurobili ubogo simeka emete ase eskuru yobobundi ya Kisii National Polytechnic asaganirie abasayabande kubwatia umurobili yo
wajikire aso kubwatira namo nensengima ase ogosherekea wiki ngima na kudiscuss mangana yo korosia mbeo ya ita ensengima ko make sure ngakero kindi ogosareka kwembeo nogosareka kwa masingira ase ensengima kwanyarire kwangamizo ase nchiriyo no ko make sure nga embe abantu bakoyana amacha abantu bakunywa asa abantu bagutara asa ina asa chenu na kige kogera twensi piamo bunaba gusiyamo nabarayi twasangirire kandira iga no tora no mweshimiwa Rosi obiri na bandi bachikira iga tokubwatara na good nini abantu baito people of goodwill bonse pino bara igo twamwirenga tochake gusimyeke imita ase tokonyara ase tokonyara chisukuru chiri chitabwati no nibiriri twaire mete twabeko indigenous trees emete tari Ikomi sabuna bchibulugam amone meteri ende mebe egokora macheroche igo twensi piamo kwa kauli moja bunabara igo tokwimisa abantu baito bonse pibagusii na Kenya ngimase baigweteri ogeri basi mekemete ase mokonyoro opportunity emetere erere tokoroka indigenous trees esime kwa so bonge unabono emetende bune yetobwata iga chikasorina na chichigo beautify embeo egere ko make sure nga masingira ito asa abantu bagweta bayanire boronge na kuimiza abantu baito ngakaro kende chitakataka chikuru tuofyo abantu baiteche onye ne plastic chabe kukando
Neli tuko liomoelio asege ikarona babwatani korwa sorgongo rwa Africa ikikyabere kegokolekana asensemo ya Kisii meomochi o Nairobi asibabere bagokwanera igoro yo kulinda ogonchereria kwelire okwana omurayibense Dr. William Ruto nigo ayenekia ogosiro korwa ase ababwatani eliko ayeneke buna emirobili yonsi yabere yegoikirana anemono aso kulinda ogonchereria kwelire.
During this Action Focus Summit, various stakeholders, including governments, the private sector, multilateral banks, and philanthropists, have made substantial commitments totaling a remarkable $23 billion for green growth, mitigation, and adaptation efforts across Africa. Notable highlights include a transformative partnership investing $60 million over 2 years in expanding grid access in rural Burundi, a $4.5 billion commitment from the UAE, represented here by my brother, to boost renewable energy. Substantial contribution from the European nations and significant investments from the private sector, entities like Mazda, PowerGen, Leapfrog, Gross Boundary, and Husk Power, emphasizing renewable energy initiatives. The signing of Kenya's green hydrogen strategy with the European Union is expected to drive and accelerate green manufacturing and create thousands of new high-value jobs in addition to attracting large private sector investments. Additionally, there has been a notable increase in adaptation financing, reflecting a deep commitment to Africa's sustainable future and energy systems, aligning with the ambitious Nairobi Declaration.
Ababwatani korwase chikampuni chia bantonyene nigo babiri bakoenekia kubwatirana asokoeneke bnango sira bale serikali igoro ya mangana yo goncheria kwelire kati ya bali babiri bagwesokia ngamone bengi ya Equity ase omo CEO webengi yo James Mwangi abagakoenekia abene nigo babiri bakoli eira gosira chi sector anamono asokobeka enivo ensemo yera chigosira amangana
Your Excellencies, we, the private sector of Africa, take this opportunity offered by the African Climate Summit 2023 to affirm our commitment and support in recognition of what our governments have been able to achieve. We feel, as the private sector, we have a role and a responsibility to work together with our governments to deliver on the commitments that the governments have made to the African people. The effort to address climate issues, we will start as a partner and deeply applaud the commitment of the African states to address climate action and to drive green growth and climate finance. We declare our support to the African Declaration and pledge our commitment in very specific areas, namely on climate finance. We commit to establish mechanisms that scale up green investments from the private sector. On green investment, we commit to adopt green and circular business models, designing products that are environmentally friendly and ensure integration of sustainability throughout the value chains.
Komiti ya bene ni gegendete gukora obutuki kubwatikana no murubirio o Worldcoin oyobere gokoreta liberera asense ya Kenya okwana gati ababwatani bali baba gwikirana bosibwe geikarikyo ni goba bakwererana kimerubiri ya birege kwenekigwa anene kurwa ase kampuni ya Worldcoin nabo igokeria abantu baganire ase ogosoa obasomorubiriyo nabo igo obokoleri bwabo kurubwa gachagete gwikira bonaiga.
Today, you're able to download an app that is called the World app. That is simply the first app that actually interacts with Worldcoin, with the Worldcoin protocol. Once that app is downloaded, you have to verify yourself once physically. That means you click on a map and you see certain verification locations. You can go there, and once you arrive at one of these physical verification locations, you will find a hardware device that you're aware of, which is it's called the orb. And you show a QR code to the orb, and about 30 seconds later, you essentially receive two things. You receive your World ID, which is a cryptographic key pair that allows you to verify yourself online later on. And second, you receive ownership in the actual protocol through the Worldcoin token. That Worldcoin token is worth, well, it also is worth money, but most importantly, is also governance over the whole protocol. So that refers to the fact what I stated in the beginning. Decentralization is a very, very important piece of Worldcoin, because otherwise such an important technology layer cannot and should not be trusted. I briefly mentioned each of these in my opening statement. There's 3: World ID, World App, and the Worldcoin token. So World ID is, again, a way to verify yourself online. World App is a simple digital app that lets you interact with the Worldcoin protocol, so lets you use your World ID, lets you...
Omugavana we county ya Narok Patrick Ole Ntutu ni garulege kulege tindi gochia asomora ibekia magia ODM Raila Odinga asamuganire gotigana na siasa chie county yo na baigokwena na amaskani gochia asabara ibe county yo hani gagocha magega yo mora ibekia mekyo gia ODM Raila Odinga watoka chinkwana chitabwenere tichinga kiabete kakokora etaro yae imeye county yo Okwana Ole Ntutu ni gaberega koenekia okubwaterana kwe serikali ya county ya Narok na boige serikali enene haso koenekia amagendero asi Chinsa mecho.
Na tumekubali kwa roho moja na viongozi wetu ya kwamba rais wetu William Ruto aje anzishe hizi mipango za maendeleo. Leo tumeanzisha industrial park, tutaanzisha ya maziwa, tutaanzisha hizi zingine zote. Lakini tunataka tu kuambia mzee Raila aachane na Narok, kwa sababu watu ya Narok wamekubali ya kwamba watafanya kazi na William Samoei Ruto. Hii mambo yako ya kuja kuambia watu chensi ni mbaya sana kwa mzee kama wewe ya rika ya baba yangu kuja kutukana watoto. Ni mbaya katika kimila yetu ya Wamasai. Lakini ile kitu nataka kukuhakikishia jamii yote ya Wamasai hawako sasa na wewe. William ametupea Amboseli National Park. Na hii maneno kwa sababu jana ulikuja, hakuna kitu lilete. William anakuja hii mwezi inakuja na anakuja kuzindua industry. Sasa wewe ukikuja tu kupiga kelele na unaenda bure, hata sadaka uwezi tolea watoto ya Masai. Sasa tumechanuka. Hii maneno yako kila mtu amejua ya kwamba ni ya uongo, na hatungependa kuona tena wewe mwenyewe ukijaribu kuja kudanganya watu ya Narok. Mimi leo ndio governor, na kama unasema ati imeibiwa kura yako na Kenda, tangu 1997 hii kura yako inaibiwa tu.
Mumesema about Narok North, hata mwenye amefurahi ni mimi ambaye ni mbunge wenu, kwa sababu sasa nikisalimia rais na mwambia about si tumesema about
Serikali ya kaunti ya Kirinyaga kubwatirana na babwatani korwase kiombe ya basubati ya Afrika nigo bachakiri umurobele bokwena na amaegelio gochia asensemo ya basai okwana na negati ya babwatani korwase Chinsa mecho nigo bairabuna eyo nenchire ya moyo kwenekebna abasai nkwenyoda bali amabaga yemerimo asengencho iyo kwegenderelia.
We'll be introducing all TOTs to 2 essential digital assets that they're going to be using, one being the Skills for Employment platform and another one being LinkedIn Learning, where they'll be able to have access to over 250 courses within the digital skilling space. 250 courses fully sponsored by Microsoft and LinkedIn, and that will work with them together to ensure that they earn their certifications.
We have interacted with the trainers, and I happen to be one of the beneficiaries of this training, TOT training, offered by Akwit, and I can testify that it has been so good to us because there were so many gaps that we were to fill out of this training. We have dealt with the 3 major topics. One was the digital literacy, the other one was digital freelancing, and digital marketing. In digital literacy, that one has no major issues because it's about the devices that we use in our institution, and I can say that we have these devices because we have computers, we have laptops, we have even phones in our hands. But it's only that we have not been using these gadgets maximally.
Negati ya baraikorwa se county ya Mombasa nigo baganiria serikali ya county yo kobeka emirobeli emeikiranu kobwatikana nembura ya El Nino gukwana nigo baganiria abantu koba maiso ase babolirie serikali ya county ya Mombasa kobwatana serikali enene asoko nekebuna ngobeka bale enibensemo iyo erachikoligereria emichandelia koletwa nimbuleyo
kwamba mvua ya masaa mawili Mombasa hujaza mafuriko katika nyumba zetu. Je, serikali ya gatuzi ya Mombasa imejipanga vipi na storm waters, zile njia za kupitisha maji ya mvua na maji ya bahari, ili tunapokabiliwa na El Nino kama ile ambayo imetangazwa mapema tuweze kuikabili na tusipate madhara, bali tuweze kuconserve yale maji.
Kwa hivyo El Nino si kitu cha kuchezea. Tusichukulie tu ni mzaa ati El Nino, lakini El Nino inaweza kuleta madhara makubwa sana. Na tunajua sisi shida ya Mombasa kama mvua ya masaa mawili, Mombasa, the whole of Mombasa it gets flooded. Especially town center. Unapata ukipita Moi Avenue, ukipita pale Majengo, ukipita Kilifi, ni barabara huwa hazipitiki. Na ni mvua tu ya masaa mawili. Sasa jiulize leo tupate El Nino ambayo itapiga masaa 12. My friend, we are looking at a disaster ahead of us if we are not prepared enough.
Tutashirikiana pamoja county government na national government, na tuko na ile disaster committee vile nilisema, kuangalia mambo ya flooding, kuangalia
mwancho muligereria korwa soroboti uruni ona ikiro mwaelio bwa mangana maya asebirebiga kulinde toska tonyegerage koraga ensa emo ayona mange ningo yaletera senchira yobo ikirano nabakwenda kutubwatia sense mo chiche mitandao sense mo ya Facebook wetera Ndizi TV News Digital nabiga sense mbiri ya YouTube wetera Ndizi TV News asense mo ya website nabakotnya wetera www.ndizitv.net maigach kamera soko nekibna ebicha naboigo eliogi yawekera sole asenchira ya bene nere John Kebatili terene Fridah Kerubo twara obuligereria orobia.